Gintama is mostly comedic in tone, but the anime has also been shown to have some great actions too. Gintama's serious storylines have made the show much more exhilarating and emotional for fans. Fans were very disappointed when they learned it was about to end. Viewers found the series very entertaining while it was also full of action, so most anime fans fell in love with the show after a few episodes. There have been many fascinating characters that have appeared so far, but once again, we would like to rank top 10 strongest characters in Gintama. Number 10. Joriko. Doromazu Joriko, one of the 4 heavenly kings of Kabuki Town and the head of the Mizonasu clan. He was also known as Dodosu Joriko, the great chivalrous person, and was in charge of Kabukicho Town before other forces came to power. Joriko's best friend, Tatsuguro, is married to Otose, who has been a childhood friend of Otose's for a long time. Remembering Tatsuguro, who lost his life defending the town during the war with Amento, he continued to protect the town of Kabukicho and Otose. He was a great chivalrous man who ran the town of Kabuki and fought for the expulsion of the foreigners as a samurai. In the Kabukicho 4 Devas arc, he crushed the army of Shinra, one of the 4 Devas who wanted to rule Kabukicho, and was defeated by Gintoki. But he still showed his fierce fighting spirit even in his old age, so he is ranked 10th in this list. Number 9. Kagura. Kagura is a girl from the Yedo tribe, the strongest fighting race in the universe, and has the greatest fighting power of any mankind. Although she is the heroine of Gintama, she has a different characteristic. She is a big eater and has a very dry taste. Kagura was working for Gintoki in the Yorazuya, and to serve for that long, she had to be strong. Over the years she proved to be remarkably strong and an important member of her team. Kagura had a natural instinct, which made her one of the best hand-to-hand combatants in this anime. Whenever things seemed hopeless, she turned into a beast that was deemed to be unstoppable. She couldn't control it and fans only got to see the beast once. She was also able to catch bullets with her hand and teeth, so there was no weapon she couldn't go up against. Number 8. Katsura Kotaro. Gintoki's longtime friend Katsura had extraordinary skills, which could rarely be matched by his opponents. He was a master tactician, which even earned him a scholarship to a prestigious military school when he was a child. Katsura reached heights no other children of his social status. He was also a master of disguise and had engineering skills, which often proved useful in some difficult situations. Number 7. Takasugi Shinsuke. He has been called the most radical and most dangerous of the expulsionists, and has a strong charisma and keen insight. For a good while, Takasugi was the main antagonist in the series. He was a charismatic leader, who could control almost everyone. He led the Kehaitai, a Jui extremist group filled with soldiers, who blindly followed him. Katsura Kotaro and Gintoki are alumni of the Matsushita village school run by Yoshida Shoyo. In order to save his teacher, Shoyo, who was arrested by the shogunate, he fought in the expulsion war, but in the end, Shoyo was also beheaded. He continues to hold a grudge against Gintoki and the shogunate for their actions at that time, and this has become the principle of his actions since the end of the war. Takasugi was a merciless person, and fans figured, thanks to his expert swordsmanship, he was among the strongest characters in Gintama. He was also seen to be a bitter person, who tried to forget about his painful past. Number 6. Sakata Gintoki. The main character of Gintama, Sakata Gintoki, is a samurai who runs the Yorazuya Ginchan. While wandering around the battlefield as a war orphan, he was picked up by Yoshida Shoyo and began to take lessons at Matsushita village school. It seems that his sword skills trained with Shoyu was extremely strong from this time on. He was a samurai who fought for the expulsion of foreigners and was feared to be a Chiroyasha in the past. Following the war, he was still exceptionally strong and often showed why he was the leader of his small team. Besides Gintoki's incredible reflexes and swordsmanship, he was also strong and had astonishing expertise in both combat and weapons. Gintoki has a natural instinct to take on any enemy with his wooden sword, Toya-Lake, and use his instinctive fighting skills to overcome even the strongest enemies. Number 5. Housen. Yoshiwara in Flames Arc's main antagonist was a tough one to beat, and many fans were convinced. No one could have killed him alone. He possessed superhuman abilities, as Housen was an elite Yato, therefore a human wouldn't have been a worthy opponent for him. Housen could eat anything, catch bullets, and he had heightened senses. Furthermore, he didn't feel regret, which made him a dangerous villain. Number 4. Hetero. Hetero was without a doubt the strongest character in Gintama, but because of his personality fans agreed he couldn't be top 3 in the list. He was an Aminto from the Dakini tribe who looked scary for all humans on Earth. He possessed godlike abilities, technically he was indestructible and could beat anyone who got in his way. The only reason he didn't annihilate everyone was an infection that was caused by a flower that changed his personality. He became a peaceful creature fascinated by flowers and insects. Hetero opened a flower shop near Jitoki House. Number 3. Kamui. Kamui is the commander of the 7th Division of Harusame Pirate. He is the son of Yumibozo and the older brother of Kagura. He has a nonchalant appearance, but he is a fighting demon who kills his opponents with a smile on his face. Kamui only wanted to become stronger and it didn't matter which side offered the support he needed. In order to become the strongest, he always looking for someone stronger than himself, he went to Yoshiwara to defeat Hosen in the Yoshiwara flame arc. However, Gintoki, who has defeated Hosen, has his next target and declares that he will come to defeat him sooner or later. In the Rakuyu decisive battle arc, he finally wins against Gintoki, but he hesitates for a moment when Kagura defends Gintoki and takes a blow, causing the instincts of the Yado tribe to go haywire. Although he couldn't match his father, Yumibozo, who known as the strongest alien hunter in the universe, came in 3rd place. Number 2. Yumibozo. Yumibozu is the most powerful alien buster in the universe. He is the father of Kagura and Kamui and the husband of Kuka. Originally he was known as Kenko, but he was honored with the nickname Yumibozu, which means the Sea of Star Monk. He without a doubt is the one of the strongest creature in the universe. Yumibozu was the highest elite Yado, which meant only 2 people, Kamui and Housen, could pick a fair fight with him. When Kamui attacked him, he lost an arm but still could beat his son after he lost control over his instincts and would have killed him if Kagura wasn't there. Number 1. Utsuro. During his eternal life, he met Gintoki, Takasugi, Katsura, and other disciples when he defied himself for once and lived as Shoyo Yoshida. Shoyu is the last split personality developed by Utsuro, a human who became immortal thanks to the high amount of Altana within his body. For 500 years, Utsuro became a government assassin, forming a trained assassin group known as Tenshuin Naraku and lead them with his other bloodthirsty personalities, and he proved to be an extremely strong character. Even the Star Sea monk, Yumibozo, has described Utsuro as the most dangerous creature in the universe.